Hey Tanya, what questions are we going to ask Engineer Naomi?
How about how we could collaborate with them and how we could do a difference?
How about we ask her to share our PSA so that other people can see it?
What if we ask her what things she's doing at where she works and what she's doing to help the environment as well?
What she has learned so far in her career.
What about the different types of things she's done so that involves her helping the environment?
So let's call Naomi and find out what we can learn.
Hi, we are the WMS Tree Titans. I'm Janelle.
I'm Tanya.
I'm Emmanuel.
I'm Sienna.
Jessica, Kendra, and Yuko are out sick.
Alright.
I would like to give you our first question. Hi Naomi, Sienna here, and we are so glad you are giving us the time to talk about the importance of trees. Can you please tell us how you see trees are useful in terms of your engineering background thus far?
Well, trees are good for example, bringing in oxygen, right? Is that there's a thing called fuel cell cars. So instead of charging a car with gasoline, you charge it with hydrogen. And as you drive, it fuses with the oxygen in the air, and that's what creates the energy, the electrical energy needed to power the car and to drive off. So trees would be helpful in converting our natural carbon dioxide, which we breathe out, to generate oxygen, and that oxygen can be reused, obviously for us humans, we need to breathe, but also for cars, and cars with fuel cell technology specifically. And then trees in general, too, also provide a little bit more structure to land. If you get rid of trees, the roots are generally what can help contribute to surface level structure, and uprooting trees kind of makes the local soil that it used to be in looser and therefore less stable. So it's kind of critical when you're thinking about if you are a civil and you're working in the geotechnical side, you have to consider the impact of removing natural things like trees or boulders underground if you're getting rid of bedrock, things like that.
Thank you.
Hi Naomi, I'm Janelle. What have you learned so far about the environment and how it has been changing?
So we know that technology that we've been developing and using has been impacting the environment, right? So if you have to produce something as simple as, let's say, even a pencil, right? If you want to produce a pencil, you have to take down a tree, you have to process the tree, possibly chemically treat the tree, find a way to create the lead that goes inside of the pencil, use a factory, probably put in some kind of fossil fuel energy into it to work with the machines, and then you get your final product, which is a pencil. And what you don't consider necessarily, besides the stuff that goes into making a pencil, is what happens when you're done with the pencil. Granted, most pencils are made out of wood, like a standard yellow pencil that you guys would use for testing. When you're done with that pencil, if you make it to the end, you end up with that little metal nub and an eraser probably, or maybe not even the eraser left. But that little metal nub, unless you recycle it, becomes landfill. Every product that you use has an estimated life. So let's say like a water bottle. The water bottles, like the plastic ones, are generally designed for a single time use. So whatever materials you use to make that water bottle typically is designed to go into the trash. Whereas if you have a product like a car, it's designed to last much longer, several decades even if you can get it that long. I have a uncle who has a car that's been around since 1912, I think. It's Model T Ford. 1912 or 1914. So things like that impacts the environment in the way that you design for things. If you guys are interested in product design and product life, you'll notice if you go back into your research, in the 1950s they used to make most toys out of metal so that they can last. Most toys nowadays are made out of plastic or not replaceable but disposable parts. Specifically because we live in a society where it's just easier to manufacture things that we can throw out. And it's more of a profits thing at that point. However, if you design more things to throw out as opposed to more things to keep, you end up polluting the environment. Because then you have to make more of the same parts too. So besides throwing it away literally and polluting the environment that way, you also have whatever materials and pollutants go into each individual product.
Hi, I'm Tanya. Hi, Naomi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Okay.
All right.
Are there any projects being done at your university or by your club that is helping the environment?
Yes, so specifically with my club, there's two things that we typically do, which is the tree planting or the beach cleanup. And for tree planting, it's usually we partner up with a local elementary school, and we go around to the neighborhood and we plant trees where the city requested it or where residents felt it was needed. And we go out and we plant little saplings so that they grow into big, strong trees, and one, make the neighborhood look nicer, and two, help provide cleaner air to the area too, to assist with the carbon dioxide naturally found in the air.
We have actually been working with our superintendent to see if we could have our own Arbor Day for our community, and we would like to know if we were to have it, if your club would help us.
Absolutely. So if you guys just give us a time and a date, we'll go ahead and work with you guys to make that happen.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hi Naomi, it's Emmanuel. We are so happy to talk with you. Do you think you would be willing to post our PSA on the master plan for loving and caring for trees on your club's website so all of the visitors to your site can learn about the importance and beauty of trees?
Absolutely. We're already working on adding that section to our website under community outreach.
Thank
And
you.
you guys are going to be the featured school on there. Both Wolves and Tree Titans.
Woo!
Thank you.
I have another question. We are so glad we can connect with you, and if we have other questions, may we contact you?
Absolutely. I'm always open to answering any questions, possibly visiting the school too, given lead time. My name is Neomi Guerrero, and I am the co-vice president of the Cal Poly Pomona SHPE chapter. And SHPE stands for the Society of Hispanic Professional Engineers. Basically, what we like to do is do a lot of community outreach. We help tutor each other if we need help with our subjects. We teach the community about what it means to be in engineering, because oftentimes people have no idea what engineering is until they start applying to college. So, and then of course we're a national organization. The way the rankings go is there's the junior chapter, which would be the high school and now middle school level junior chapters. That's new this year, by the way. That's where you guys would land, would be in the junior chapters level. Then it would be the collegiate level, which is at your college or university. Not all community colleges and universities have the chapters, but if you guys establish them, you guys receive national recognition. And then, of course, national office. So the way this works is the goal of SHPE is to help develop you as possibly not just as an engineer, but as a professional and as a person. Because on any of those levels that that I am now telling you about, you do volunteering or you do some tutoring, or you network, which is important because for example, I might be moving to Virginia once I graduate for a job. I'm lucky enough that there's a local professional chapter that I can join where they'll be able to tell me, hey, yeah, so you have a family here in Virginia that we are your professional SHPE chapter. So in that sense, you don't feel as alone if you have to move away for a job or if you just move away for school. That's what the overall benefits. As a junior chapter, what you guys would be getting from us is tutelage services, which means we would be able to tutor you guys on things like this, like what I'm doing right now. This is where I'm answering your questions about the environment and about the engineering impacts. We'd be able to do general tutoring too, and assisting with events that you guys have too, such as Arbor Day. If you guys want to do a beach day with us, we also have Family STEM Day, which I believe you guys were invited to as well. So different things like that is a lot of the stuff that we're already doing for you guys. It's just we're going to make it official, and then we'll be able to get more involved.
Thank you.
Wow,
Thank
thank
you.
you so much.
Thank you.
And you're welcome, kids. And again, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and feel free to, you guys could even shoot me a text if it's something super small.
What did you just learn that surprised you the most?
The technology that they were working on, they had hydrogen fuel the car. Yeah. I thought that was really amazing that her group was working on that.
Emmanuel?
I thought it was really cool that they do something similar to us, like planting trees or cleaning up the beach. I think it's really nice to do that, and I also liked the junior chapter.
That sounds cool, doesn't it?
I was really surprised about like the toys and the steel thing. Like I would have never thought that. I wouldn't have looked at the such small things, I guess, that affected our environment. So it was nice to learn that things can do that.
I was surprised at how much work it took to make just one pencil. Like you have to cut down a whole tree, you have to do all these steps just to create a pack or just one pencil.
Sound good? Does that sound good to you guys?
Oh,
Yeah.
very good.
Okay, so you could each get like one friend involved? Because we have to have at least 10 people to have a chapter, I believe, if that's correct, Naomi. But if you could get like 14, that'd be a good start. What do you think?
14 would be a great start.
And then
Sorry,
they,
go ahead.
yeah, the Wind Wolves and Tree Titans together would be doing it with their friends. So my question would be, would Tuesdays work because that's already their meeting day?
Tuesdays should work. There should
Cool.
be at least one person from the committee who can make it. Sorry, I'm talking to, next to me right now is one of the committee chairs for that committee.
Okay.
So, hold on. But it wouldn't be every Tuesday, would it? How often do you guys meet? It's like once.
I think it's once a month.
Okay, opposing week. Yeah. So she was just concerned because we have our general meetings too on every other Tuesday. But we can meet with you guys the opposite Tuesdays.
Right, because the email said that you would be meeting with them at least once a month. And since they meet on Tuesdays, that would work for them with their schedule that their parents have for them.
That's perfect.
Awesome.
As long as it's on the every other Tuesday.
Right.
Our general meetings are on the odd week. We'll send you guys calendars so you guys know when our meetings are too.
Okay.
But that's when we would have it.
So you'll let us know our next steps, what we have to do.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, do we have any more questions for Naomi? Because she's got to get to another class. What do you say?